I even find it like as a professor, like one thing I had to write an introduction for all my students in this class, and I'm teaching the class right now, performance improvement initiatives. And I had to write this long write-up about not using AI. And part of what I said is that, dude, like, you need to challenge yourself and figure things out on your own, because it's easy to just tell AI, write a paper for me about starting a new business and implementing a performance improvement initiative, and then it'll spit it out, but you're not going to grow out of that.
No.
You're not going to be challenging that in any way. And there are a lot of students, that are using AI in order to be able to do stuff, but there's not going to be growth. And there's a lot of people relying on AI to do other things, which is going to cause people to not be challenged, which is going to cause that part of their brain to shrink. And we're going to end up with a freaking dumb world.
Yeah.
At least a dumb Western world.
100%. Yeah. It's a huge issue. AI has so many upsides. It could be, I'm also working with this doctor that built a huge AI platform for the FDA. And he's a quantum physicist, brilliant man. AI also has the ability to grab every bit of literature ever written about human health. And then combine that together to help you make decisions about your health. So it's like, that's a great use.
Which is bringing up a great point. My wife was, she's a doctor, and she has a friend who she went to residency with, and she's now, I forgot the term, but she's like the doctor in charge of the residents at a hospital in Texas.
Okay.
And so all the residents kind of fall under her command at this hospital, and she was just like, they know nothing. Like her friend was telling my wife, they know nothing, and like they walk around with iPads now, and if you ask them something, they just go to the iPad and they ask the AI, and she's like, they're not learning to think critically. They're not learning like we did when we were in residency to kind of think through what is this patient's problem and what can this problem be. Like, they're just going straight to the AI. And it's making for bad doctors. And this friend was just saying, I'm scared for patients in the future, because they're not going to be getting like the quality of doctor that we are now, because we had to memorize everything. We had to memorize, learn, problem solve. Like, we had to go through all of these steps, and they don't do any of that.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy where we're headed. And I think resilience in general, going back to what we were talking about with the brain and the anterior mid-cingulate and getting through buds, and it's like we're getting through SEAL training. I think it's a systemic issue in the Western world, just weakness and resilience in general. People are becoming very, very soft. And everybody has I would say that most of the Western world has a really poor relationship with pain. And discomfort. And that's at the core of like my entire job, right? It's like people can't deal with emotional or physical pain, and so they run away from it. And so all treatment that we do is like, and this isn't about this, but it's relevant to me. It's like, how do you make somebody more resilient to external stressors so they don't run away? And they face challenges, right?
You got to expose them to it. I mean, that's something like I was teaching a class to my students the other day, actually last night. And I was like, I use this term that pain retains, right? Unless you put yourself in a challenging situation, and you're exposed to those controlled environments that create stress and push you, you're not going to grow to the next step.
Right. 100%. Yeah. It's a necessary, and it's a universal truth too, man, because there's something called hormesis, which is like that. Basically, all living organisms require they require stress to stay alive. And if you don't have pressure on a system, even if it's the universe and the solar system, it won't work.
It'll collapse.
So pressure is required. If we don't have pressure on a system, it weakens and then it falls apart. And then you have entropy, which is like everything kind of naturally unravels. So it requires constant restructuring and tension. And we forgot that, which is crazy, because our ancestors probably were like, probably like, damn, you guys, like if we had someone come here from 1,000 years ago in a time machine, they'd be like,
you guys are
they'd also be like, the first thing they do, they'd be like, you guys figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, you're not running away from things and you have food.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be stoked, right? And then they'd be like, whoa, y'all are fat and nobody can move and you're weak.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the price to pay. We solve abundance as a species, but then we end up now. And so now everyone's like, how do we figure out how to keep people tough?
Exactly.
You know?